Page 11. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the limbo. Chen, you're still the man, blowing off that hot chick with just a couple of lines. Li sighed, man, if I had your moves, I wouldn't be rocking the single life. Jiang Chen raised his eyebrows. Wanna learn? I'll teach you. Seriously? How do you do it? First, you gotta be good looking. Li, Chapter 7, Mr. Su, still want that wife? Second sunny day, Jiang Chen switched to his tricycle. As cool as the Lamborghini Poison was, it drew way too much attention, better to keep a low profile. Today's delivery zone was a middle-class neighborhood. Sure enough, the security guard stopped him at the gate. Jiang Chen made a call, asking the client to come down and grab the package. Luckily, the guy was pretty chill. Last one. Jiang Chen glanced at the sender's address, Dongwon Fun Company, Limited. With this size, has to be a sex doll, right? Jiang Chen pulled out his phone and dialed, beep. Beep, almost a minute later, someone finally picked up. Hey, Mr. Su, right? Got a package for you, come sign for it. Just hang tight. Gotta finish this game. 10 minutes, tops. Click. He hung up. Jiang Chen looked at his phone and figured he'd lean back in the trike and soak up the sun while waiting. Soon, 10 minutes passed, no sign of him. 15 minutes, still nothing. Alright, if you don't come down, that's on you. Jiang Chen grabbed the big horn, puffed out his chest, took a deep breath, and yelled. Mr. Su at Building 6, Apartment 1204. You want that wife or what? Come on down. Mr. Su at Building 6, Apartment 1204. You want that wife or what? Come on down. Su, if you don't hurry up, your wife's gonna run off with someone else. That he kept shouting, his voice echoing through the neighborhood. The quiet area seemed to reverberate with the question, Old Su, you want that wife? Residents peeked through their curtains, curious about the commotion. Since when did they offer wife delivery around here? Even cars driving by slowed down for a look. Just then, a Mercedes-Benz pulled up quietly behind Jiang Chen. The window rolled down. Jiang Chen. Is that you? The man in the car sounded amused. In his eyes, Jiang Chen shouting at the gate looked like some circus act. Jiang Chen blinked. The guy looked familiar, but he couldn't place the name. Jiang Chen, you're slipping. It's me, Zhang Sirui, we were in college together. Zhang Sirui seemed surprised by the unexpected reunion. Truth was, they barely knew each other back then. Yakin, look. It's the campus heartthrob from our class. Zhang Sirui glanced at the pretty woman in the passenger seat, who looked kind of naive. Yakin stared at Jiang Chen, hand flying to her mouth in surprise. It really is Jiang Chen. Zhang Sirui plastered on a fake, friendly smile. Jiang Chen, you heard about the class reunion? Did anyone invite you? Yeah. Good, just making sure. ZUN restaurant, don't forget. Zhang Sirui didn't miss the chance to remind him before driving off. Jiang Chen's mouth curved into a knowing smile. This so-called old classmate probably wanted to show off his fancy life. Some guys just have a small mind. Page 12. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I, Jiang Chen, welcome all comers, but if you get out of line, I'm out. Mercedes-Benz. Can you believe Jiang Chen's delivering packages now? Yakin looked bummed and totally shocked. Zhang Sirui snickered. Seriously. Remember how he ghosted on us last year? You figured he was studying abroad or something. Studying abroad my butt, he's a delivery guy. Wow, Jiang Chen's really hit rock bottom. Yakin shook her head, disappointed. Jiang Chen was a freaking superstar back in the day, Mr. Campus material. Now, this? She used to be so innocent. Now, she's bought into the whole materialistic thing. When Zhang Sirui offered her a ride in his car, she jumped at the chance. I mean, it's a freaking Mercedes. Hearing that, Zhang Sirui was even more smug. He started pontificating on life. Yakin, people change. It's survival of the fittest, you know. Gotta adapt. Look at me, I got the wheels. Tomorrow, I'll hit up Jiang Chen and see what he's been doing the last couple of years. Zhang Sirui was totally rubbing it in, Yakin nodded, playing along. Zhang Sirui was swimming in superiority. The old-class beauty was riding shotgun in his ride, and the brainy campus heartthrob was delivering packages. This was too good to be true. He was totally pumped for tomorrow. Meanwhile, a dude in a ski mask was creeping down the stairs. It's me, my gold figurines, my Yenling Ji doll, gotta get it, that he sounded sketchy, eyes darting everywhere. Yo, what's the phone number? Jiang Chen recognized the desperate eyes. Must be Dojin, alright, gold fanboy, sign here. Then he wrestled the life-sized Yenlingji doll back out with some effort. Some nosy neighbor snapped a photo of this whole scene. On a whim, they made up a story and posted it online. OMG. Delivery guy dealing with shady character, possible body in package. Suspect displaying counter-surveillance tactics. The video went viral, millions of reposts, and the comments blew up. OMG. This delivery guy is hot. Seriously? People are thirsting over him during a potential crime. Though, yeah, he is kinda cute. Whoa, what's in that giant box? Could it really be a body? We need to do something. That's messed up. This happened in our city. I'm staying inside. A dog's head saves his life. Police department, what's the deal? That the whole thing caused a major freakout. The launching police department contacted the poster ASAP, and it turned out to be a prank. The guy just bought a life-size doll online. Now, the resident is in hot water for spreading fake news and has been detained for a while. Deliveries continued. Jiang Chen drove his little trike to the next area, Xinlong Mansion, a fancy neighborhood. Why does this place seem familiar? That at the gate, the same old security guard with the receding hairline was there. He remembered the Lamborghini Jiang Chen drove last time. This time, even without the sports car, the guard waved him through, no questions asked. He figured Jiang Chen had that VIP vibe, you know. Building F, took the elevator upstairs. Apartment 0603, knock, knock, ring, ring. Hey, your package is here, come sign for it. Coming. The voice was smooth, sultry, a total Queen Bee vibe. Chapter 8, Disaster Date about to begin. Page 13. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The door swung open. No way, it's you. Seriously? It is you. That they were both stunned by the coincidence. It was the yoga instructor he'd met before. She was wearing a tight yoga outfit that showed off every curve. Seriously blessed with a great figure, Jiang Chen asked, you teach yoga from home? Yeah, I'm a private instructor. The yoga instructor was thrilled to see him. I texted you yesterday, but you didn't reply. Hope I wasn't bothering you. After their last meeting, she'd sent him a few thank you messages, but he hadn't responded. It had her feeling down. Was she just not his type? Impossible. Her body was a solid 99, and her looks were easily a 90. Jiang Chen shook his head. Nah, I don't check my messages that often. Probably just missed it. Good, as long as I wasn't bothering you. I don't usually reach out like that, but when I heard your voice on the phone, I thought it sounded familiar. Never thought it would actually be you. She was practically buzzing with excitement, convinced it was fate. Tell me about it. What a surprise. Jiang Chen grinned. I'm Qing. What's your name? She batted her eyelashes at him. Jiang Chen. Nice name. Do you usually deliver around here? Qing asked. Yeah, pretty much. Still got a few to go though. He gestured to the packages in his hand, and Qing rolled her eyes playfully. Those can wait. I need your help with something urgent. This was her chance to make a real connection. Otherwise, this could be the end of their story. Huh? What is it? Before he knew it, she had pulled him inside, and shut the door, and Qing led Jiang Chen straight to her bedroom. Have a seat on the bed. Jiang Chen sat down and looked around, and Qing had a mature, womanly vibe, and the room was surprisingly clean and tidy. She grabbed her laptop and handed it to him. Her voice was sultry. My computer's acting up. Could you take a look? Got a virus? I don't know. Can you check? Sure. Jiang Chen opened the laptop. The desktop background was a collection of Qing's selfies, including one particularly racy shot. He checked the hard drive and saw that it was almost full. Looks like you just have a lot of junk files. Nothing major. Jiang Chen said, and proceeded to use the computer's cleaning software to clear space. It's not going to work, Qing said seductively, moving closer. Her perfume smelled amazing. All done, Jiang Chen said, wrapping up, and Qing gave him a sweet smile, and asked in a flirty voice. I still don't know how to do it. Can you show me? Jiang Chen looked up at her, then took her hand and showed her the steps again. Oops, my hands are sweaty. Qing took Jiang Chen's hand and rubbed her palm across his, then intertwined their fingers. I'm all yours now. Qing kept calling him brother, which made him crazy. Knock it off, Jiang Chen growled, and kissed her. Qing moaned softly, closing her eyes to savor the moment. He was so dominant, she didn't know what to expect, but it was turning her on. Page 14. You are listening at novelfull.audio. That woman's a straight-up gremlin. Even a chill dude like me can barely handle her. Jiang Chen hung out at Qing's place for a solid 3 or 4 hours before finally heading out, only after she was totally wiped and crashed on the bed. Ding. Special event complete. Sign-in successful. Reward, 9.3 shares of Ziyuan Group, worth 17.6 million yuan, star. Congratulations. You are now the third largest shareholder of Ziyuan Catering Group, star. No way, this actually completed the special event. Jiang Chen was stoked. 9.3 shares are worth 17.6 million. Does that mean the whole group is valued at over 50 billion? For a catering company? That's insane. A powerhouse like Ziyuan Catering Group has got to be the top dog in the industry. Doodle. Jiang Chen grabbed his phone. Yo, Qiu Tao. What's up? Hey, Jiang Chen, it's the Ming Ziyuan restaurant reunion, remember? Yep. 7:30 tonight, Ziyuan restaurant, room 606. We've got it booked, but heads up, it's Dutch treat this time. Bring some cash so you don't get stuck with the bill. Got it. He hung up. Ziyuan restaurant. No wonder it sounded so familiar. Time zipped by, night fell in the capital, and the neon lights blazed. Shenyang Street, Ziyuan restaurant. Ziyuan restaurant's been around for over a century, a true classic. The food, atmosphere, and service are top-notch. It's definitely one of the best restaurants in the capital. Qiu Tao led a few classmates toward the hotel. He's usually pretty familiar with this place since he takes clients here. Since it's Dutch treat, he booked here. The other classmates, clearly out of their element, trailed behind, not wanting to say the wrong thing and embarrass themselves. Makes sense. Even though they went to a good school, they've only been working for 2 years and don't get to eat at fancy places like this often. Seeing how sheepish the other students were, Qiu Tao smirked and played tour guide. Hey, relax everyone. We're guests, so make yourselves at home. Come on, I booked room 606. Qiu Tao had clearly become the leader of the pack, and he was reveling in the influence he held, even if it was subconscious. Room 606 was already buzzing. The classmates were already comparing notes on how little money they have. Man, this meal's gonna drain what little money my family has. I looked it up, 600 yuan a person. I bought 648, is it delicious or what? My credit card's maxed out, and I haven't paid it off this month. Anyone wanna lend me some dough later? Dude, it's Dutch treat. I had a good meal tonight, but Qiu Tao insisted I come. The vibe of the reunion had shifted. It wasn't the fake nice show from before. Now, it was more like a who's got it worse competition and a pity party. Just then, the door swung open, a guy and a girl walked in. The guy was Zhang Sirui, and the girl was the campus sweetheart, Yakin. Zhang Sirui was all over Yakin, but she wasn't an easy catch. She only had eyes for someone with an 80 million renminbi Mercedes. When Qiu Tao saw Zhang Sirui and Yakin walk in together, his face froze. Jackpot. This was a gift from the heavens. Chapter 9 Marriage is the biggest thing arranged by God. Seeing them walk in, the other students went wild. Wow, Yakin, you haven't aged a day. You're still the belle of the ball. Sit here, sit here. What's your secret? Your skin's still so flawless. Si Rui, you're killing it. When are you gonna hook us up with something, man? Yeah, Si Rui, spill the beans on your career. How'd you get so successful? Zhang Sirui was polite, answering with something like, everybody's doing well, I just got lucky. Yakin basked in the limelight, was ushered to a seat by her classmates, and sat with the girls. A few other guys chatted with Zhang Sirui, wanting to pick his brain and learn some career tips. After chatting for a bit, Zhang Sirui casually glanced around and asked. Hey, what about Jiang Chen? Didn't he make it this year? Zhang Sirui hadn't forgotten that Jiang Chen outshone him in everything back in college, eclipsing him in every way. Page 15. You are listening at novelfull.audio. There might have even been shadows lurking, but today was the day he finally made it out. He was here at the reunion for two reasons, to show off, and to see Jiang Chen, the former heartthrob, reduced to delivering packages. If Jiang Chen didn't show, there'd be no show to watch. Yeah, Jiang Chen's a no-show. He didn't come last year either. Didn't Jiang Chen go abroad? Oh, that's why he's missing. Still, he was such a looker. Totally. The undisputed campus king is here. A gaggle of girls reminisced about Jiang Chen, giddy with excitement. It had been over 2 years, and their hearts still fluttered just thinking about him. The guys were, to put it mildly, deflated. After all, Jiang Chen was the school's golden boy, practically drowning in admirers, but he never seemed interested in dating. Zhang Sirui and Qiu Tao exchanged loaded glances, their teeth practically grinding. Abroad, my foot. He's delivering packages, plain and simple. The girls were practically chirping when they talked about Jiang Chen. Then, a male classmate, dripping with bitterness, threw a wrench in the works. Actually, Jiang Chen didn't go abroad. Huh? He didn't. No way. Exactly. If he didn't leave the country, why isn't he at the reunion? That the girls were incredulous. The male student sighed. Hey, don't believe me? Ask Qiu Tao. Suddenly, all eyes landed on Qiu Tao. He offered a weak smile, already revving up his acting engines. Qiu Tao put on a sorrowful face. Jiang Chen, he's not doing as well as you all think. I saw him a few days ago. Really? Doing what? Delivering packages. Delivering packages? No way. Jiang Chen's too good for that. How could he be a delivery guy? Qiu Tao, are you sure you saw right? Jiang Chen. Delivering packages? That's impossible. The girls were practically lining up to defend Jiang Chen. They had built up this image of him as a god, and now it was crashing down around them. How could they accept it? Jobs might be scarce, but with Jiang Chen's smarts, he wouldn't be reduced to that, would he? It's true, Zhang Sirui chimed in, cool as a cucumber. Yakin and I saw Jiang Chen yelling at someone yesterday at the gate of the district. He's totally embraced the delivery life. He promised he'd come today, but he still didn't show. Probably too embarrassed. Qiu Tao piled on. Honestly, even if Jiang Chen is delivering packages, there's no reason to be ashamed and skip the reunion. The room went silent, the girls exchanged uneasy glances, then turned to Yakin. Her silence spoke volumes. So much for the dream. Yakin had felt the same way yesterday, but the shock had worn off. Bang, star, the door swung open. Jiang Chen strolled in, dressed in ordinary clothes. Sorry I'm late. Had to run home and change after work. Lost track of time. Huh, Jiang Chen, you made it. Xiao Tao feigned surprise. Why so swamped at work? You're even late for our little get-together. Jiang Chen smiled faintly. Delivering packages, remember? Too bad. Take a seat, Jiang Chen. Zhang Sirui's eyes flashed with disdain. He added, make yourself at home, whoever comes is a guest. Several girls swarmed around him, pulling Jiang Chen into their group. Ignore them, Jiang Chen. Let's catch up. They warmly greeted him and ushered him to a chair, eager to hear what he'd been up to. Zhang Sirui and Xiao Tao exchanged knowing glances, a wave of satisfaction washing over them. Mission accomplished. Tonight, Jiang Chen's golden boy aura would vanish. His perfect image would be shattered. Tonight, the stage was set for them. Ha! They were ecstatic. Bang! That the door opened again, everyone looked up. A stunning woman in black stood in the doorway, her long legs accentuated by eye-catching silk stockings and sky-high heels. Page 16. You are listening at novelfull.audio. That stunning beauty in the coffee shop, the one with the killer legs, was here. She'd been sipping coffee and reading a book when I saw her there. She was also at Ziyuan restaurant today and happened to catch a glimpse of Jiang Chen going upstairs. Just a few days ago, her brother called her, telling her to cut things off with the delivery guy. A delivery guy who drives a Lamborghini? He's gotta be bad news, a total player. That she and her brother had a major blow-up right then and there. You leave your wife home alone and still try to pick up other women. I'm the player. How embarrassing for you, bro. I can't miss this chance to see him today. Marriage is the ultimate destiny. Whoa, who's the hottie? Is she one of our classmates? No way, our classmates are that gorgeous. That the whole class lit up when this stunning woman walked in. She was breathtakingly beautiful. Long, flowing hair, smart and elegant, with an ethereal, almost otherworldly presence and a killer body to boot. Yakin, the class beauty, suddenly felt inadequate, and those legs? Forget about it. Zhang Sirui and Xiao Tao were practically drooling. Suddenly, Yakin wasn't looking so good anymore, plus, her clothes were all top-of-the-line designer stuff, the kind that costs a fortune. She definitely had money. Who is she? Does anyone know her? Then, under the intense stares of everyone in the room, the gorgeous woman walked straight up to Jiang Chen and held out a perfectly manicured hand. Hi, remember me? That sentence sent everyone's imaginations into overdrive. There had to be a story there. That's the only reason she'd say that. Yeah, I remember you. Jiang Chen seemed a little surprised. He hadn't expected to see her again. The woman smiled playfully. So, you lied to me. How are you going to make it up to me? Hearing that, a lot of guys were green with envy. WTF. What did Jiang Chen do to this knockout? Jiang Chen raised an eyebrow and grinned. How do you want me to make it up to you? The woman playfully scolded. You don't return texts, you don't answer calls. You're not going to take responsibility after flirting, are you? That she was a total knockout, with longing in her eyes and oozing charm. Clearly, Jiang Chen had done something to her. A lot of guys were grinding their teeth in jealousy. Come on, Jiang Chen. You've got a woman this beautiful, and you're ignoring her. Didn't answer her calls or texts. If it were me, I'd be replying in a heartbeat, making sure this gorgeous woman never felt neglected. Alright. I promise, I'll definitely reply to your messages. Jiang Chen seemed a little helpless. He hadn't expected this. The woman was thrilled. Okay. And we need to add each other on WeChat. To everyone else, this woman seemed untouchable, but around Jiang Chen, she was like a kid asking her parents for candy. Zhang Sirui glanced at Yakin, clicked his tongue, and instantly lost interest. The difference was just too great. The other girl's eyes lit up again, seeing Jiang Chen as a total dreamboat. So, Jiang Chen hadn't changed. Even if he was a delivery guy, he still had it. Yakin was speechless. This perfect woman was actually chasing him. The woman added Jiang Chen on WeChat, chatted with him enthusiastically for a few more minutes, and then reluctantly left when Jiang Chen promised to stay in touch. The atmosphere in the room was awkward. Zhang Sirui and Qiu Tao were stunned. They knew Jiang Chen was a delivery guy, but this beautiful, clearly wealthy woman was all over him. It left a bad taste in their mouths. Just then, the waiter pushed open the door. Time to eat, Qiu Tao grinned. His moment had arrived, time to shine. Chapter 10, How about a sip of 82 Lafite? Hey guys, if you don't mind, let me walk you through these dishes. Qiu Tao volunteered and started describing them enthusiastically. This is a famous dish called double dragons playing with pearls. It's made with 2 giant deep-sea ribbonfish, prepared using Ziyuan's special deflavoring technique and cooked by top chefs. It's rich but not greasy. The pearls are potato balls that melt in your mouth. And then there's jibaxian, a classic halal dish. It's been around for over 1,000 years. It's fresh, crisp, tender, and flavorful. Come on, don't just listen to me, try some. And this soup, you've probably heard of it. It's called, Buddha Jumps Over the Wall. But there are different ways to make it in different places. Ziyuan's version is something special. Page 17. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Qiu Tao was laying it on thick, and the girls were eating it up. This deep-sea hairtail is legit. Seriously delicious, super fresh, zero fishy taste. And this jibaxian? Love it. So light and flavorful. Yeah, this place is pricey for a reason. I could down, like, 5 bowls of Brother Tao's Buddha Jumps Over the Wall. That everyone was praising Qiu Tao's supposed expertise. Brother Tao, you're a real know-it-all. Man, you sound like you've been around the block. Seriously, you've seen some things. I'm impressed. It's just common knowledge. Qiu Tao played it humble, but inside, he was loving it. When it came to putting on a show, Qiu Tao was a pro. Zhang Sirui watched, thinking, damn, Qiu Tao's crushing it today, that he was really smooth with his act. Zhang Sirui wished he'd prepped something to steal back the spotlight. Still, Zhang Sirui had some serious clout. Out of everyone, he was the most successful, pulling down the biggest paycheck. Pretty soon, the party was back to full swing. Using his charm and accomplishments, Zhang Sirui once again became the center of attention, more or less neck and neck with Qiu Tao. In everyone's eyes, these two were winners. Total show-offs. Total attention grabbers. Just then, the door swung open again. The Purple Garden Hotel manager walked in, followed by 3 gorgeous waitresses in cheongsams, each cradling a bottle of red wine. Excuse me, sorry to interrupt. That the manager looked apologetic as the waitresses headed straight for Jiang Chen, their eyes filled with respect. Is this? Everyone in the room was completely floored. Qiu Tao, with his sharp eyes, spotted the labels on the bottles and nearly choked. Holy crap. That's Lafite. 82 Lafite. Whoa, Zhang Sirui practically yelled, rushing over for a closer look. Oh my god, it really is 82 Lafite. 82 Lafite, the room went wild. 82 Lafite was basically the Rolls-Royce of wine, made at Chateau Lafite Rothschild in France's Bordeaux region, one of the world's top 5 wineries. In 1982, the grapes in Bordeaux got too ripe, and the fruit aromas were off the charts. Some experts figured those wines wouldn't last, wouldn't mature right, but Chateau Lafite's 82 grapes were different. They didn't have that problem, and the wine turned out super rich and full-bodied. 82 Lafite became a legend overnight, a myth in the wine world. Last year, one bottle fetched, like, 10 grand at auction. Plus, the real 82 Lafite is worth a fortune to collectors. Tons of rich folks hoard it. They'd only ever seen this stuff on TV, never thought they'd see it at a class reunion. Zhang Sirui, Mr. Show-Off himself, couldn't help but gulp. What's this wine doing here? Qiu Tao panicked and blocked the waitresses. Ladies, you've got the wrong table. We didn't order this. You should head back. Seriously. This stuff goes for, what, 15 grand a bottle now? 4 bottles are 60 grand. That's half my car. And these guys are all broke, what if I have to split the bill with Jiang Sirui 50-50? The manager just smiled, totally unfazed, and said, "Sir, if you'll excuse me, this wine is a gift for Mr. Jiang, from us." Mr. Jiang. Chiu Tao was speechless, Jiang Sirui was dumbfounded, Yakin was stunned too, everyone was utterly speechless. Mr. Jiang. Page 19. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Thinking back to how they treated Jiang Chen, Jiang Sirui, and Chiu Tao felt a wave of shame. Jiang Chen was so generous and forgiving. What a class act. They, on the other hand, were acting like a bunch of whiny babies, holding grudges, no wonder they hadn't amounted to much. They were miles behind Jiang Chen. A ZUN Group shareholder. That meant he was worth hundreds of millions, easy. They were mortified. They tried to drink their embarrassment away, that 82 fight was the real deal. An hour later, they'd eaten and drunk their fill, the party wrapped up, one by one, the classmates hit up Jiang Chen for his WeChat, and before he knew it, he had dozens of new contacts. Front desk, check please. Jiang Chen pulled out his bank card with the 10 billion yuan deposit. The pretty front desk girl smiled and said, "Mr. Jiang, it's on the house tonight." "No need to pay, sir." "Okay." Jiang Chen pocketed his card and turned to leave. The class beauty, Yakin, hurried up to the front desk. "Excuse me, could I see the bill? I'm a classmate of Mr. Jiang." "Certainly, ma'am." The waiter handed over the tab. Yakin gasped, "Holy cow. 72,000. Those 4 bottles of wine alone were 68,000. Jiang Chen is really going all out, *. I wonder if Jiang Chen has a girlfriend. We'd be perfect together, Yakin, her head spinning, clutched the bill and chased after him, only to find that Jiang Chen had already left. Instead, she ran into Jiang Sirui. "Yakin, want a ride home?" Jiang Sirui offered. "No, thanks. I'll grab a ride." Yakin turned him down flat. She used to think Jiang Sirui was alright, but compared to Jiang Chen, he wasn't even in the same league. Jiang Chen got back to his apartment, he took a shower, then, he flopped onto the bed and started scrolling through his phone. First, he checked his feed and saw that a bunch of classmates were posting similar things. At the reunion, found out one of my old classmates is a shareholder of ZUN Group. OMG. And we drank 82 fight. Amazing, ***. This is my classmate, so handsome. He's a big shot, and he treated us to 82 fight red wine. The party cost hundreds of thousands, and, of course, there was a candid shot of Jiang Chen's profile, looking sharp from every angle. That post blew up in the comments, with everyone and their mother trying to get Jiang Chen's contact info. Wow. Why is your classmate so gorgeous? Hey. A real-life CEO. Sis, hook me up with his WeChat. I wanna flirt with the CEO. I'm in love, I'm in love. I'm all about looks, and he's perfect. Sis, please make the connection. Jiang Chen checked his notifications, and the friend request count had shot up to 99 plus, mostly business cards pushed by his friends. He figured there were way too many requests, so he ignored them. They were just strangers anyway. Then, ****, Yakin sent you a friend request, additional info, Jiang Chen, it's Yakin. Since she's a classmate, I guess I'll accept it. After a moment, Jiang Chen accepted. Meanwhile, back in an apartment, seeing that Jiang Chen had accepted her request, Yakin jumped off the bed, thrilled. 2 years apart, and Jiang Chen was still gorgeous, and now he was rich. ***, never judge a book by its cover. Who knew Jiang Chen was a low-key CEO while working as a delivery guy? Tonight, everyone had seen that those 4 bottles of Lafite were no joke. ***, if I end up with him, I won't have to work another day in my life. Just live the high life, ***. Page 20. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Yakin grabbed her phone, pulled up WeChat, and opened their chat. She started typing. Jiang Chen, do you have a girlfriend? Then, she quickly deleted it. No. Bad idea, that she thought, definitely shouldn't ask that right now. What if that gorgeous woman tonight is his girlfriend? After a moment, Yakin decided to change her approach. Jiang Chen, it's been ages. Do you even remember me? You look amazing. Did you notice all the girls from our class were checking you out? You were totally stealing the show. Who was that woman with you tonight? Is she your girlfriend? Jiang Chen, are you busy? Why aren't you replying? Am I being too much? A few minutes later, Jiang Chen finally replied. Jiang Chen just got out of the shower. Yakin felt a surge of excitement. He hadn't been ignoring her. He was just in the shower. She still had a chance. She went full-on fangirl and sent another message. Jiang Chen, you drank a lot tonight. Did you have some hot water or maybe some hangover remedy? Seriously, you need to take care of yourself. Drinking isn't good for you, you goofball. But after that, nothing. Jiang Chen didn't reply. Yakin lay in bed and made a decision. Jiang Chen's probably wiped out. Maybe he's not feeling great and just crashed. Yakin's whole attitude toward Jiang Chen had flipped. Before, she barely gave him the time of day. Now, this sudden eagerness felt off. Actually, Jiang Chen had already pegged her as a gold digger. He wasn't impressed, so he only replied when he felt like it. Jiang Chen was scrolling through Weibo when he saw a bunch more messages pop up from Yakin. Yakin, get some sleep. Rest up. Yakin, nighty-night. Jiang Chen was getting annoyed. He muted her notifications and just tossed back a casual, K. When Yakin saw his reply, she was half thrilled. OMG. Jiang Chen's exhausted but still replied. He must care. I'm still in the game. Let's do this. Just then, Plan B sent her a message, and her face iced over. Yakin, you there? You asleep? I offered you a ride home earlier. Why didn't you take it? Were you feeling sick? You feeling better now? Plan B was, of course, Zhang Sirui. Yakin used to think he was a decent option, but now. Compared to Jiang Chen, he wasn't even worthy to be his shoe shiner. My Jiang Chen is way hotter. I should have gone after him back in college. But no, I was too worried about what people thought. Now look at him, he's killing it. She was kicking herself. But I might still have a shot. How should I play this with Jiang Chen? Yakin chewed on her lip, thinking hard. Then, she decisively ignored Zhang Sirui and started hitting up Google. How to bag a hottie. Chatting up the guy of your dreams. How to make Mr. Perfect fall for you. The ultimate guide to nabbing a hottie. 100 ways to get the guy. Chapter 12, Fast change of face. The next morning, Jiang Chen woke up and saw the sun streaming through his window. He grabbed his phone and saw that Yakin had left him over 20 messages, 3 of them were from this morning alone. Does this woman ever sleep? Jiang Chen didn't want to deal with her, but he figured he should at least be polite, so he threw back an okay. After getting ready, Jiang Chen went downstairs and ran into his landlady, Aunt Wang. Morning, Jiang. Headed to work? Yep, Aunt Wang. Gotta hustle. Jiang, honey, it's time you found someone. You've been living here for 2 years, and I haven't seen you bring a girl home once. You know, Aunt Wang worries about you. Aunt Wang was like the nagging but well-meaning elder in the family. I know, Auntie. I'm working on it. Jiang Chen was just trying to brush it off. Perfect. That's what I wanted to hear.